Hi. Right, it's time for me to do my kitchen tops again, like rub some tung oil into the wood, which means the kitchen's going to be, out of commission for 3 or 4 days while that dries off. It's pretty cold, so it's going to take a bit of time. And that means it's ready meal time again. So what I'm going to do this time, now usually I get on the bus and go to Sainsbury's in Cheltenham usually for my shopping. Well, all the time now, to be honest, down here. And that takes, on a good day, that will only take just over 10 minutes or 12 minutes or something like that. Because there's Sainsbury's petrol station. There's an Aldi just there. Sainsbury's is just here. Sainsbury's. Which is absolutely excellent. And Sainsbury's, for me, not only is it closest, but it offers the best balance between the supermarkets I'm going to be visiting, between price and quality. I love it. I much prefer shopping there than Morrison's or Tesco's here in town. It's not really fair to compare it to the Tesco's here in town because, Tesco's is just an express little tiddler. I don't really like Aldi, to be honest. There's one in town here if I did, and there's another one just opposite down in Cheltenham where I get off anyway. But if I go a few steps further on Jar Bus, it's about 4 or 5 stops further on the same bus, we get to Tesco Superstore. Now that is absolutely enormous, that one. It's huge, so there's going to be a vast choice of ready meals there. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to that one. And then if I stick on the bus till the end of the line, which is Clarence Street in Cheltenham Town Centre, that takes about half an hour to get there. There is, right at the end, there is a Marks and Spencer's. M&S Travel Money, there it is, Marks and Spencer's. I mean, it's literally a 2-minute walk from the bus stop you get off on. So it's a brilliant bus route, this. I mean, think of it, I could go to the Aldi here in town, I can go to Sainsbury's in Cheltenham, I can get, and right outside these places, Sainsbury's, Aldi in Cheltenham, Tesco and Marks and Spencer's, all on the same bus route. And the maximum time to get to Marks and Spencer's is sort of half an hour. So it's fantastically convenient for me. And it's free because I got a bus pass, so, what is not to like? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going to these on 3 separate days, going to 3 separate supermarkets, choosing a ready meal, testing it out, which I'll film and add to this video. And of course I'll publish it at the end. If the tops still aren't dry by Sunday, there's a pub here in town that started advertising Sunday lunches, and specifically takeaway Sunday lunches. The reviews of its meals have been very good, and I will be doing that if I can, if the tops are still wet, and they do takeaways, because I'm not going to sit around in a pub and eat. I'll only be getting it there if they do takeaways. But we'll see whether the tops are still wet by then. So I'll still need another 24 hours or something to dry. So, next thing you'll see is me arriving at a supermarket and sampling the meal I get there. Okay, I'm in Cheltenham. That's the end of the line. That's the bus I came in on. It's exactly the same bus that I used to get to Sainsbury's. This is the end of the line. And if I get off here, Marks and Spencer's is there. So, couldn't be more convenient. It takes as much time to get from Tewkesbury to Sainsbury's as it does from Sainsbury's to the centre of town here. It's about a quarter of an hour each leg. But there we go, I'm off to get some ready meals. Here we are, a 1-minute walk. I took a photo of Tesco's that I'll be going to tomorrow from the bus on the way in. Here it is. As you can see, it's a vast structure. Well, that was a bit of luck. I came out of Moscow, M&S, and there's a bus waiting. I'm getting the number 42 back, which will drop me off by
one-stop shop, which is great. Someone's moaning about the number 41, which would drop me off right outside my house.
Okay, here's what I came back with. Singapore rice noodles. These were $1.65. And I couldn't resist char siu, Cantonese style roast pork, barbecued pork rather. I am very wary of Chinese dishes because, frankly, they're nothing like in this country. They're, hugely sweetened and God knows what, anglified really. But I just love char siu, and I couldn't resist Marks and Spencer's take on it, really. This was £8 something, so that and that came to about a tenner, which is usually in the week. That's, 3 or 4 days food for me because I bulk cook everything and really keep the old costs down. But it's all part of the expenses of having, a wooden kitchen. You have to do maintenance sometime. And the idea is get everything that is microwaved, because I don't want to create any steam in the kitchen, obviously, while the tops are drying. So these are both microwavable. And I will come back. I'll show you what it's like when I plate it up. Another thing that gets me about these ready meals is there's the photo on the front. It looks delicious, doesn't it? Fantastic. What does it look like when we unpack it? Well, there we go. It looks a bit different, doesn't it? There's the sauce underneath. Well, we'll see. I mustn't prejudge. Here's Wikipedia. And I'm from Hong Kong. I spent my childhood there. I got all sorts of family links with Hong Kong. That is what I think of when I think char siu. Or that. You get this. Right, if I go into a restaurant and order char siu, this is what I get. And this is what comes out. See, this is why I am very wary of Chinese food in this country, either takeaways or this stuff, because it's nothing like. Right, let's just try this, because I added the sauce. You have to cook the beef in this sort of juice it comes in. Then you add this sauce, which looks to me to be about 90% sugar, which should be par for the course. Let's just try it. Well, it's not unpleasant. I can taste a little bit of star anise, but it's nothing like. So that's it. I'm going to eat this. Oh, I added some peas. Those are steamed in the microwave steamer, frozen peas, just to get some green on the plate. There we go. What I'll do is I'll rate these meals at the end. Okay, and I'll log off until tomorrow and my trip to Tesco's. Right, it's the next day, Thursday. Here I am at the big Tesco's that I photographed yesterday. Unfortunately, I've got an Amazon parcel arriving, so I'm going to have to dive in, grab a ready meal and dive out again. I don't have much time. It's only painting and decorating supplies, but they're demanding that someone over 18 be there because it includes a scraper. Ridiculous. Well, there we go. So I'm going to dive in, grab a meal, come out. Right, I'm back. And I made it in time for my Amazon delivery. And this is what I got. Slow cooked steak pie. Tesco's finest. Traffic lights. We got reds for fat and saturates. 94% of your daily intake of saturated fat is contained in this pie. 6 grams of sugars, 1.4 grams of salt. So as usual with these things, I mean, they're hopelessly unhealthy, but I don't really expect anything else. And another good thing about the bus journey is you get free newspapers. And as I said, I'm planning on doing some painting and decorating. Look at that, eh? God in heaven. Okay, here we go. Very traditional English, isn't it? I would have been much better off going to Kevin Mace or Woody's and getting one of Tilly's pies. But this is a test of ready meals, so I have a pre-cut chunk here. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it doesn't taste bad at all. It's alright. Tastes like a pie. It cost, I forgot to say this before, it cost £7.50. Yeah, I think the Tilly's one, you know, artisan made as it were, would be much better value. But there we go. The veg I did in the microwave steamer, which is pretty woeful for most things apart from frozen peas, to be honest. But at least I got some green on the plate. That's it. Tomorrow I'll be going to Sainsbury's and choosing something else. Okay, it's been a bit of a change of plan. I'm still going to Sainsbury's to get the third ready meal. Stomach feels dead dodgy already. I'm going to carry out that part of the plan. But the plan to have the Sunday takeaway lunch at the Plough, I think it's going to be shelved because my cousin Jo and her fella Fred are coming down on Sunday week to do a coal run for me. They're going to go and, she's got an estate card, she's going to get loads of bags of coal for me to see me through the winter. And the price for that is going to cost me a roast dinner, so I've got to cook them a roast dinner. I've hardly used my ovens, so this Sunday I'm going to practice. And God, I can't. They want lamb. I'm quite keen on the New Zealand lamb they sell in Sainsbury's. I like that, but I can't face doing it 2 weeks in a row. So I'll probably get a chicken or something and practice this Sunday. Get to know the ovens a bit better, so I can make a sort of decent showing for them. Yeah, that's it. That's a bit of a change of plan. The tops are coming along nicely. I'm not sure whether they're going to be ready tomorrow or not. Maybe not. We'll see. There might be a fourth ready meal. Right, I've just left Sainsbury's, which is just over there. I'm waiting for the bus back. I'm in a hurry again because Amazon, in their wisdom, split up my order into 2 lots. So I got another Amazon delivery this morning. So I got to get back. I've got to go all the way into town to get my prescriptions as well. I called in this morning and, as usual, the pharmacist at Boots hadn't turned up, so I got to go back for when he can be bothered to get into work. So there we go. Right, bit of an uninspired choice, I'm afraid, but I didn't really enjoy the last 2 meals. And I know I'll like this one. It was £6.25, so the cheapest of the lot. The traffic lights are horrific. Right, this is per 100 grams. 27 grams of fat, 12 grams of saturated fats, and 2 grams of salt. Said sugars is green and there's only 9.3 grams. But, you know, that's horrific. Really is horrific. So it's dead unhealthy, but at least it tastes nice. And I'm getting, the other 2 really weren't that great, to be quite honest. So I'll see you a bit later when I got this plated up. And here's what I got. I think we all know what this tastes like, don't we? The mince always tastes really strangely sweet to me. Let me just try it. Yeah, edible. I'm afraid after that I lost interest. Here's the kitchen tops drying out. But I couldn't handle, even though the kitchen was like this, I couldn't handle any more ready meals. I didn't feel very well. It's just all that sugar and salt and what have you. So I started doing some cooking with the air fryer and, just generally coping better than relying on ready meals. So that was it. 3 uninspiring ready meals. Avoid this stuff if you can, that's all I can say.